The other question I hear a lot about is, why did you stop teaching Cricut? What's wrong with you? And it does sound like it's a really cool project and it's really fun and I've loved it for 10 years, but it's just time to move on. I feel like the people that come all of the time know more about Cricut than I do now. I can't really tell you another way to move an image or change an image or modify or slice or weld, or I just can't. We've done it all. So it's time to do something new and fun and challenge me. And I have never been a stamper, never. So I'm not one of these people who are really, really good at this and really inky and know everything about everything. I don't. And Stampin' Up! Says it's okay. You don't have to be a genius at inking to make this stuff look good. That's why I love it. I can look good even when I don't really, I'm not like an expert at it, but you don't have to be an expert. Cricut's challenging. You got to work really hard at that. So this is exciting. This lets me be creative and fun. And okay, so anywho, enough about me. Let's switch over and we'll talk a little bit about this really cool stamp set. I didn't want to make this super long this afternoon because I think some of you try and pop in and watch during work and things like that. So I don't want to be here all afternoon. So what I did was, this comes in a bundle, or you can get the stamps by themselves, but they're in the Occasions catalog, and that ends at the end of May. And those have some really cool projects in them. But if you look, you can see why I fell in love with this one. Anything miniature, I think, is the coolest thing ever. So here's these itty, and they look pretty little. Well, I wanted to see how little are they. Yep, they're really little. So what I did was I went ahead and I cut out the framelits. This is the Love Notes framelits dies. And I'll put all the links there so that you can go look at them and see the details. But I cut them all out first so that we could see them. Look how tight, the whole thing, the whole set fits on this. Okay, so look, this is an envelope and this is an envelope. Really? Okay, so when you punch them out using the Big Shot, they come with these great score marks. Can you see them right there? The light's not super good today. The window's making me, oh wait, I have more light. Let me try this. I don't know if that's any better. The sunlight you'd think would be great, but it actually kind of adds to my glare. So this has score lines, all four sides. So it's super easy, just fold it on down, right? And ta-da, you have an envelope. But look at how little it is. It's so cute, so tiny. Again, anything little, I'm in love. And I used, when you get something new like this, the best thing to do is just cut them out. It's really, really hard to tell looking at, for example, let me grab some pieces. Looking at this is kind of hard to tell that you're going to get that. The best way to do that is to just run them through, cut everything out, and then just kind of take a peek at it. So here is this envelope. The interesting thing is these pieces, there's two, these tuck right inside. So you can do your little love note, and they go with the stamps. So we're going to go over and look at the stamps in a minute. This is the other envelope. Think about how adorable this will be, and I'm going to do this later on and I'll post it for you. If we made this into a card and use these little tiny envelopes on the front cover of the card, I mean, really, they're so, so cute. And wait, there's even more detail. So there's those two envelopes. I did everything in white, so it's going to be a little tricky for you to see it. But this is just my sampler to see what I have. This little piece is an envelope liner. It fits right there. Yeah, you can't really tell the white on white. Let me bring it up so you can see. See it? And then this one even has an envelope liner, which I'm not going to tell you where I just dropped it. I'm going to be all afternoon trying to find it. It went into the scrap bin that's next to my desk where I put my scrap paper. At least it's not gooey garbage. It's just paper, but I have to go search for it. And it's that little. Yeah, I'll be a little bit. Then There's also, this one goes in here. So I have 2 love notes that go in the big envelope. And then this little one, it's this one right here. This fits in the little itty bitty envelope. So I can put little tiny love notes in all of them. Oh, wait, it gets better. This one, it fits these hearts, these little teeny hearts. And oh, then we have this cool heart that has the horizontal lines. We have these adorable little cupidy kind of arrows. I know Valentine's Day is over, but you know what? We can still have love, even though we've got weddings coming. We have showers, lots of cool things that don't necessarily say Valentine's Day, depending on what colors you use. This heart is awesome. It folds, so you can get super dimensional. And then everybody's been showing them, and I bet you've seen them on Pinterest and on various Facebook groups, but you've got this great heart with the hearts cut out. This die is incredible. And this is done with just this little piece. To cut this, you just lay it down like this and run it through your Big Shot. And when it comes back, when you take it out, it cuts all these edges off. They're gone. And then these hearts, which are all sort of half cut, they're all connected in the middle. So cool. Love what that does. I haven't even begun to think about all the things that we could possibly do with this. Think about if you did a bunch of them. Super cute, right? You have to be careful not to cut through. I don't know. I got to try some. I'll be playing with this later too. I didn't want to spend the whole day, and then we have a heart. I just kind of wanted to show you what this was, because this is what I do when I get a new die set. And it was kind of the same thing you would do if you got a new cartridge, same kind of mentality. You just kind of go through and explore and see, what do I actually have? Now, okay, so these are cool on their own, right? I could just be happy with these because they're really little. But oh wait, there's stamps that go with them too. Oh my gosh. All right, so, and this stamp set is called Sealed with Love. And it's all teeny, teeny, tiny. There's 27 things, I think. These are the photopolymer ones, so they're clear. I can see what I'm actually doing. I had somebody send me a note and say, you know, I'm not really all that into stamping. You know, I wasn't either. I thought it was one of those messy hobbies, and I don't like to get messy. I'm a pretty clean scrapbooker, card maker, paper crafter. I'm not a mixed media kind of girl. I don't like things that are messy. I don't like to get my nails dirty. Someone laughed at me yesterday for getting ink on my nails. But there's something about this that's a little bit different. First of all, I don't have to get messy because it's got these really great clear blocks that I can hold in my finger stay up here, so I don't have to get messy. Secondly, it washes off. I'm okay. It's not so muddy. Oh, I'm using Flirty Flamingo because I haven't played with this one yet. I probably have. But let's play with the Flirty Flamingo. I need to move you over just a little so that you can see what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to try these hearts. Remember I said they line up? Well, we've got 2 things. We've got this itty bitty teeny tiny one. All right, we're going to give it a shot. But because I'm using the photopolymer, I can see what I'm doing. But what I'm going to do is move these over a little because I don't want to get it on my stamping pad here. I'm going to do it like that. Ink you up. Nice. And then, oh boy, we're going to see what this looks like. And again, it's tough for me to get right over it and still let you see it. I'd kind of be shoving you out of the way. So I could be off, but you know what? It's really not awful if you're not perfect. No one cares. Okay, so it's off a little. Let's try another one. Let's try stamping directly on this. Yeah, the bad part is putting it on the white. I can't see when it is. We'll put it in here. If we make a mess, we'll clean it up, right? I told you, I don't like to get messy. I don't like my stuff to get messy either. Oh, cute. I did better that way. Okay, so this can go on top of here, or this can go by itself. And then glue dots would work really well. Again, I'm not using them right this minute. I'm using my snail, but I'm just going to put a little dab right here. The problem with that is I think I might have got it on the back, which means it won't go through. Gee whiz. Open them up. These are so tiny. Get out of there. Yeah, I sealed my envelope in the middle. There it is. Rubbing that off so I can get it down in there. Okay, good. Now I can put this guy in. Is he not the cutest thing? Think about some twine wrapped around, tied a little ribbon. Oh, I can't wait to make my cards later. These guys are cool. Let's look at the rest of our stamps and see. Now we have those hearts. We have these hearts that are really cute. These are more of a pattern to them. Let's stamp these here so you can see them. Look at the detail. Aren't those adorable? So cute. Okay, so those guys could stamp on this. Then, let's see, we have more. We have more. We have a lot more. Oh, so I was talking about this. Let me bring you back out again. And I could put a message on that. This says, sending love. Ooh, I messed up. I think I'm going to have to flip it over. Oh, you know why? It's got my glue in the back. I'm sorry, you guys. That was me, not it. I wonder if you can, I don't know. I don't think I can make this good. Well, that looks fine. If I took my glasses off, I could read it that way. It would look really normal. Okay, what's cool about that? I just go cut another one. It's not a big deal. I have lots more. That's why I was playing. Oh, here's one. I can use this one. And let me see what else there is. There's all kinds of little notes. This one says, love you lots. Let's do one of those because they're so tiny. This one, I seriously can't read it, but I'm going to give it a try. I think it says teeny tiny note. I have my glasses on too. It does. Oh, it's so cute. I'm trying to get the camera to focus, but it's so little. Maybe. It's really small. So little. Okay, let's try another one. We're going to just keep filling up that note. Let's see what else we have. Oh, we have these itty bitty little hearts. This is really cute. Now remember, with the photopolymer, it comes as a straight line, but I can curve it oh so slightly if I want to and get a rounded, if I can get that even. It looks crooked. That looks pretty good. So instead of a nice straight line of hearts, I can have a curved. Oh, look at those. I really am excited. Trish wants to know if the dies will cut through too. I don't know, Trish. Let's give it a shot, right? Let's see what happens. I'm using the Whisper White, which is it's not the thick one, but it is a little bit heavier than, hold on, let me grab. Peg says that she feels it's just easier to do one because they're the thinlits, but let's see what we can do. And you're right, it probably is sometimes easier to just do one. Okay, so here we have 2 sheets of paper. It's tough with this camera, but let's see what we can do. I'd have to step it up, but here is our Yep, we did. Cut through 2. I will say the score lines are not quite as distinct, but it did. So if you were going to do a whole bunch of these, you could kind of mass produce it. Okay? It does do fine. Yep, so it does. Ooh, I can't wait to go make more of these. All right, so my plan is to go play with this for a little bit, and then I'll post some cards later this afternoon that I did. Anne-Marie, that's a great question. I cut the dies first and then stamp them. I did try it the other way, stamping it first and then cutting it through. I think you could practice it and be good at it. I'm not. Peg, how do you do it? Are you able to stamp first and then run it through the die and have success? I found, for me, so far in my vast experience, which really isn't that long, and I'm kind of used to cutting it out with a Cricut first and then stamping it. Judy stamps first. Okay. And Judy, you have good results. You're a good stamper. Do you feel that you can stamp it where it comes out the way you want it? I need to practice more with that. And the other question I had for you, my dear, is, it's gone. Oh, do you use the magnetic plate? Do you find that that helps you? The Big Shot has a magnetic plate that holds your die in place, and I feel like that would make my life easier. Judy's typing. Mark the stamp and die. Jenny, I know I have a Misty and I have used it and it would have solved this boo-boo over here. You're right. Well, ladies, you are going to watch me grow as a stamper. You really are. And I love that you're sharing your ideas with me. It's perfect. Part of who I am is I don't mind making mistakes in front of you. I don't mind doing it so that you can see what happens. I'm not one of those perfect YouTubers where everything looks great. You're going to see the mistakes with me. I don't edit them out. I leave them here because I feel like if you see it with me, then you'll see that you can also do it and it's still okay. So thanks for joining me this afternoon. I will be back later, not with another live. I'll just be posting later tonight. I'm going to curl up with the Shih Tzus and watch a movie. Yes, I have 3. They're spoiled rotten. Good, Jenny. Judy says put a black mark on both the stamp and the die to tell if they're matched. Oh, Judy, I'll have to try that. That sounds like a great idea. And I'll practice that, and then I'll show you Judy's idea later. Judy, you know what? If you have a minute, if you want to send me a picture of what you're talking about to Cara at caramiller.com, C-A-R-A, I will share that in the video and show what you're talking about, and maybe we can we'll call it the Judy technique. Thank you. All right, you guys. Oh, the closet door's open. That means you get to see what's in there. Whoops. I went back to get something. I try and make it look pretty and neat behind me. It doesn't always work that way. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.